Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. When we look at the life of the companions, we can define what is success for a believer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala acknowledges this in the Quran by saying, radiyallahu anhum wa radu an. That Allah was pleased with them and they were pleased with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A perfect role model for mankind. When we look at their lives, we ask ourselves the question, what made them so beloved in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? In order to answer this question, let us narrate back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's words when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about the ultimate regret that mankind will be. And that is at the verge of a person passing away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us what will the condition be of that soul. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that this person will say, لَوْلَا أَخَّرْتَنِي إِلَىٰ أَجْرٍ قَرِيبٍ فَأَصَّدَّقَ وَأَكُنَّ مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. That when the person sees the reality and the year after is tangible to the soul, the individual is in regret. In so much regret that he is begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sound higher. That this person is in regret that he would ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give me one moment to come back in this world. Give me one moment to come back into this world, so that I can be part of those فَأَصَّدَّقَ. I can be part of those who give sadaqah. وَأَكُمْ مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. And therefore, I will become part of those who are righteous. Now this word sadaqah was something that the Sahaba Ridwan made their life. They made it their life. Sadaqah was the essence of their worship, was sadaqah. Now you and I, when we look at the word sadaqah, we're thinking Ramadan, we're thinking money, we're thinking poor. We're thinking Ramadan, we're thinking money, and we're thinking poor. The word sadaqah doesn't just refer to charity by money. The word sadaqah is service. The word sadaqah means service. Today's time, my respected brothers, it is unheard of to see the amount of people that are depressed in today's time. When you go on the road rage is never seen before like in today's time. Just cut someone off. Just cut someone off and you'll see how angry you make that person. Today's time we have WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp groups, yes? Family, community. As soon as someone sends a post that we don't like, boom, someone falls off. Now there's two ways on WhatsApp. You can go privately. No one even knows you left. But what's the point in that? I want to show the community I am leaving. So we don't want to serve and we love to hurt. I'll say it again. We want to know why in today's time is depression in every household. We want to know why in today's time depression is in every household. And the answer is simple. We don't want to serve, but we love to hurt. That is why when we look at reviews, do you know how much time it takes to go to a restaurant? And how much time you need to have to go to the review section and write a review? I mean, surely we have a life. Surely we must be really busy and occupied. But the anger allows us to take our time and to put out a review and say, I didn't like this place, don't visit this place, these people were rude with me, the food was nasty, the place was disgusting. We don't have time. But when it comes to our anger, we make time. So I'm going to go back to the question again. What made the Sahaba the Sahaba? What made them radiallahu anhum wa radu an, that Allah confirms with us that they were happy with Allah, and Allah most importantly was happy with them? When we look at their lives, they love to serve. Hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in the battle of Uhud, a cousin sees his cousin on the ground at the verges of death. He runs onto the ground, takes out some water, places the head of his cousin on his lap, and he wants to give him water. When this dying person sees someone else, and with sign language stops him from giving him water, and he points at another Sahaba. The cousin understands what he wants. He runs to the other Sahaba. He's about to give him water, and the Sahaba refuses to drink the water because he can hear the sounds of another Sahaba suffering, and he points towards that Sahaba. The narrator of this hadith, who's a Sahaba, says, I got up and I ran to the third, wanting to get back to my cousin. But when I got to the third Sahaba, he had passed away. When I went to the second Sahaba, he had passed away. And when I came to my cousin, he had also passed away. You want to know why they were happy? It's because they loved to serve. And if you want to know why in today's time there is so much depression, we love to hurt. We love to hurt. They say, good news, you need a good marketer and good sales pitch. But for bad news, you don't have to be a genius. Everybody knows bad news before bad news occurs. We assume and speculate bad news before the bad news is something that we have evidence and reference to. That is what has become our ummah. And this is a fact. How many brothers, I've been Imam 20 years, my respected brothers. I've seen so many times people say, Imam, Assalamu alaikum, I'm not coming back to the mosque. I always tell them, I don't care. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, if it was something beloved to you, it would never cross your mind to leave the house of Allah. The reality is, we love to hurt. We don't love Islam that much. This is reality. That is why we're so quick when it comes to our family. When it comes to our family, we tell our wife, shh, don't speak loud to your brothers and sisters about our son. Shh, don't tell the aunties and uncles and titties about what's going on at home. Shh, we tell our kids, we sit our kids down, we give them a bribe, and we tell our children, don't tell anybody. But when it comes to my brother's house, my neighbors, my Muslim community, La ilaha illallah, we are the biggest i'lan, the biggest givers of the news of belittling someone. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ says, if you can guarantee two things for me, what lies between your thighs and what lies between your jaws, I guarantee you paradise. Why? Because as quick as further we get away from Allah, the more we love to hate others. the more we start to hate others. What is the use me praying salah in the house of Allah, saying Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings upon all those people on my right, all the creation of Allah, and peace and blessings be upon all, when in my heart I have hatred for all those on my right and my left? Are we telling the truth to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are we telling the truth to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? We want to ask the question, why is our du'as not being accepted? Why is the ummah being tortured in the four corners of the world? Why is the ummah in the state that we are going through? And the answer is simple. We love to hate. We love to hate. We are the carriers of bad news. We are not the carriers of good news. And that is why our masjids are empty. Imam Saab, nice to see you. We've never seen you in a while. Yeah, we haven't seen you. We only come to the masjid for Jummah. Can we really love Allah that much? How many times we visit the bank? How many times we check our account? It's the same money in the account. We got no direct debit. There's no direct debit. But we check the account 6-7 times a day to see how much money in our account. We visit our account. We don't visit the house of Allah. We don't visit the house of Allah. We don't want to see our Muslim brothers. We don't call our parents. Astaghfirullah. Today's time, how many of us call our parents every day? Remember my topic today. My topic is, we love to hate. Why were the Sahaba happy? Because they love to give. They love to be in the service. When's the last time you called your mother? When's the last time you called your father? Why does he have to call you? And if they have passed away, when's the last time you made dua for them? Let's be honest. When's the last time we called our brother? And when's the last time we called our sister? When's the last time we called a friend of ours? And that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ وَرَضُوا عَنْهُ. Allah was pleased with them, because who were them? إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الْجَمَاعَةِ. Allah is with those who congregate and come together through love, compassion and service for each other. Our Muslim ummah don't care about each other. Our Muslim ummah don't care about each other. Abdullah, sound. We don't care. How many times we see on Facebook, mashallah, someone enters Islam. And we go on Facebook, we take a video and we say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, and then we never hear him again. Now you ask that brother, last week, or Imam, 7 people referred to Islam. Did you take their phone number? Oh, I forgot. Did you take their address? Did you follow up on them? Do you still remember their name? Do you know where they're from? Every single day someone's becoming Muslim. Nobody cares on following up on them. Nobody. Everyone says takbir, Allahu Akbar. Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Excited, mashallah, mashallah. Where's that brother? He's gone. We come from different nations, Bangladesh, Pakistan, South Africa, Fiji. When we speak a language, do we make sure the language we speak is a language that everyone feels comfortable? 50% or 10%? Remember my topic today. Do I have concern for my fellow brothers and sisters? Do I have concern for my fellow brothers and sisters, or do I only care about myself? Oh Imam, I can't concentrate in my salah. Oh Imam, it's not comfortable for me. I don't like me, I. we forget that coming to the house of Allah was to serve the creation of Allah. Ask ourselves the question, do we really have love for others? Let me go to another point. The divorce rate in Australia is the highest it's ever been. They say 1 in every 3 marriages is a divorce. How many? 1 in every 3 marriages is a divorce. Those widows, when there is a divorce, the husband doesn't care ever about the children and the wife. One guy said to me, Imam, do you know how much you have to pay for child support? I said, do you know why you have to pay child support? I will tell you as the Imam. Do you know how many ladies in today's market doesn't even have a roof over their head because the husband left them high and dry? The husband we care when it's our wife. We care when there's some connection because it's the wife, it's the son, it's the daughter. It's about me. But as soon as that me is taken away, we don't care anymore. And we got time to speak about Palestine, and we got time to speak about Israel and UK and the West and da 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 da. Do we care? Do we really care? Or is our care defined, what can I get out of the situation? And if there's some scraps, so be it. But the reality is that, what can I get? The Sahaba, my respected brothers, I gave you the story about life and death, and they preferred the life of someone else over their own life. They preferred other people's children over their own children. They preferred other people's parents over their parents. That was the state of their iman. Can we say the same for ourselves in 2023? I look at the situations on a day-to-day basis and I ask myself the question, why are we in this situation? And I just look at Brisbane Muslims. No one is celebrating anything except destroying each other on a public platform. Running down not the non-Muslims, running down ourselves. Muslims degrading and belittling Muslims. Now we can tell our true feelings because there's no consequence. We won't stand in front of someone and tell them off or tell them how we feel. We would go onto an account on Facebook, and now we become a macho man on Facebook. All the keyboard warriors. Let me come down to this point. Someone went onto Bald Hills Mosque and put a review of Bald Hills Mosque for the public to see. I mean, brothers, what did you expect from that? A Muslim went on to Bald Hills Mosque page review, you can check it, and they complained about the parking situation in Jummah. One Muslim complaining to another Muslim. I mean, have we not lost our sense of shame? Do we need the West and the non-Muslims to see how we fight on a public forum? Are we not using our brain? Have we lost the plot? Do you claim to have Iman and make an action like this where you complain and you belittle a Muslim in public? What are you trying to get out of that? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring Iman back into our life. Wallahi, that we can go onto the reviews, and this is, when someone showed me this, I went onto Bald Hills page, I went into Holland Park's page. Guess what? More non-Muslims are giving reviews about Islam in a positive light than Muslims. We don't have time because it's love. Love is boring. I got no energy and time for love. I don't want to. Who's got time to put a good review. No one's got time for that. But when it comes to our hate and anger, oh, we got all the time in the world. We got all the time to put a bad review. Ittaqullah, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to die. My brother, you've forgotten we have to pass away. And Allah knows when you write these things, when you do these things, Allah knows what's in your heart. Allah knows our hal, our condition. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us Muslims to be bigger than our emotions. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to unite. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us wisdom, foresight to think of the future, that my action today should not burn my brothers for tomorrow. That my actions today will count for them and not against them for time to come. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow me to be a protector of my deen. May Allah ta'ala allow me to be an ambassador of my deen. May Allah ta'ala allow me to be a representative of my deen. And not become a person that every time I come around, I've got something bad to say about someone. I'm nasty, I've just got always the worst thing. And usually these guys are cowards. They won't come in front of you. They're the keyboard warriors that are behind your back. Cowards, absolute cowards. Sis. They won't be able to come in front. They're the keyboard warrior on the computer. They can't come in front. May Allah Ta'ala make our men rijal. May Allah Ta'ala allow our men to become men. Because if we want to protect this deen, we have to become men. We have to become men. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and protect us. It hurts my heart. Because they're not thinking about the future when we are dead and someone else is going to take over from us. They're not thinking about the bigger picture. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala soften our hearts to put our emotions aside and to see the deen of Allah bigger than us. To see the ummah bigger than us. To see iman bigger than us. To be foresighted in what we do and how we do things. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.